is a Saturday. I can't talk but I hope you're doing well. So today, I'm going to be telling you why I gave up on Mercedes Benz. Benz in Navigo. So, but I hope the Saturday, wherever you are, is actually good. We bought a Crown yesterday, Toyota Crown 2000, I think it's a 2007 model. Very lovely car. Bam Kake, how are you today? So the Crown we bought yesterday, if you have not seen it, it's in when you go to the channel, you click the community tab, you will see the Crown there in one of the posts. And after we bought that Crown, long time ago, after we bought the Crown, that's when I decided that, okay, I think officially what I was looking for is not the Mercedes Benz. Good morning, Mark BZ. Crown is not rare, they are there, and there's a bay imukali. Ate, the people that drive the Crowns are normally the wealthy. Wait, water. Good morning, Mwesigwa Isaac. After you change, just like that. No more. Prius. That's how I left the Prius. And officially, I left the Benz. After we were do many people. So many people are ignorant about cars. Yeah. Even I thought I knew until I started watching your videos. Every day that I'm here, I find myself learning stuff. But me and Mercedes Benz, we are officially done. Kaput. The relationship is over. So let me go to this shop and negotiate in just a second, just 1 second. I buy balls for my boys. Bye-bye. I'm officially back. That's why it's a live broadcast, people. Things happen in real time. But I hope you're doing well. How did I change to become no longer a Mercedes Benz guy? Era kati abadde balota Mercedes Benz simanyi kye kyogenda kikolera kubanga luli mbadde njogerako bwogezi nga njogera bwogezi facts kati ngenda kugatako okwogera nga I got another favorite brand of cars. Normally the people that buy Mercedes Benz are looking for luxury, right? Normally the guys that want to buy Mercedes Benz are looking for luxury. So let me tell you the story of the gentleman that bought the Crown yesterday. The gentleman that bought the Toyota Crown yesterday kantekemuka SC kubanga Samsung muzimanyizi buguma kati kantekemuka SC katonotono esimu eno tufune kugamba tubenga tuli mu mbere y'ekigagga ategulo twaguze Crown tukatambuleko. But then I realized that my Corona is comfortable. You people sicha atunze Corona luli bali mwali mumpa milioni 8 12 sicha atunze Corona You people, my Corolla is a luxurious car. I officially confirmed that my Corolla is a luxury car. How did I confirm? You people, I sat in the Crown. Yeah? Of course, the Crown takes corners that this Corolla can never take. You see, for the guys that know Lugogo ShopRite, you see that car U-turn that you make when you're coming from Nakawa and you want to turn and go back, that U-turn, Mama Nyabo! The Pakistani guy that sold us the Crown did that U-turn. You people, I'm officially not a Benz person. I'm telling you, if you're looking to buy luxury, don't go to any Mercedes-Benz, don't go to Volkswagen. Those cars should be for only pride. Mvuga Benz, Mvuga Golf. That's the only reason you should be buying those brands. But if you're looking for comfort, and by the way, comfort should not just mean you driving a brand of a country. Your brand, everybody thinks it's comfortable. Let me tell you the story of this guy that Yaguze Crown. Nyagala babu ida story saying so that mutegera how we came to buy the Crown. So a couple of weeks ago, this gentleman, he never comments here by the way. So a couple of weeks ago, this gentleman contacted me and he said, Arthur, I want to buy a Mercedes-Benz. So he wanted to buy a Mercedes-Benz 2008 model, the C200 2008 model. Of course, it's no longer the C200s. It's called the C300 right now. Or that's the C18 2008 model. Very nice looking car on the exterior. Of course, it's a Mercedes-Benz, so you'd think that when you sit there, it's like luxury. Just like that. But anyway, it looks good, the Crown. Yeah. Good morning. Good evening, Jotham. Sorry, I mean good morning. Luxury and class. You're enjoying the Corolla. It's like high school students enjoying Porsche and Benz. There are rides out there. I know they are there, but my Corolla is camped at Katate. Stuart, I'm talking about the Corolla after I drove the Crown. I drove a Crown. I came back to my Corolla. And I'm telling you, I think this is something to do with growing. Kati nina level jendiko where I'm almost satisfied with what I have. But what I'm telling you is that this is not as comfortable as the Crown. But for a budget car, my Corolla is pure luxury. So he wanted to buy a Mercedes-Benz, but his budget was 15 million. And I told him, after consulting, of course, I told him we cannot get that Mercedes-Benz, the model you want, at 15 million. And he said, okay, I can stretch probably go to 20 million. And I told him, still even at 20 million, you cannot get that particular car. Because it's the truth. And I remember I used to tell you guys on the live about this situation. And I told him the Sagara Kuya Sente ya Chibi. Ochitegera. Sente again okunondola. So I told him we may not get that car. But I told him, why are you looking for a Mercedes-Benz? And he said, bro, I'm looking for luxury. I want class and luxury. And Mercedes-Benz is the car that can give me that. And I told him, you know what you do? The only trouble is that for me to start working with you, you need to pay my car 400k. Because and I told him that's the only downside, but we may not get the car. But anyway, if you have my car 400k, you come and we go start looking for the car, which is what he did. So he got his car 400k, came to me yesterday. He came at around 11, I think. Now then meetings kumacha. The meeting, I pushed my meeting further in the morning because I wanted to work with this man. Of course, 400k is good money. But then that money of a day. So we went to the field. I called up this Benz guy, and we failed to get a Mercedes-Benz in our budget. They were there, but they were not in what? To make matters worse, this gentleman actually wanted a latest number plate. I got a UB series, but this car, all the cars and all those cars were not even in our budget. Remember, I had a maximum budget of, according to what I was told, by the way. He told me the maximum budget would have been 20 million. But all the cars that were being shared with us were 35, and they were not UB series. They were UA, UAS, UAX, blah, blah, blah. They were very old. And the only UB series car that we had gotten close to was in Bali. It was a UBA. So we were stuck with Mercedes-Benz. But someone told us in a bond somewhere in Nakawa, there is a Mercedes-Benz that we can look at. This very model that we wanted. So we drove and went to Nakawa. Now when we went to Nakawa, they told us a new Benz, the Benz we wanted was 65 million. I think it was between 65 to 62. Kati, me, you know, everybody that kept telling me, you will find this Mercedes. I told them that's little money. The money is not the problem. The problem is how to spend it. So, Gaturumba Nakawa. And there was no Mercedes-Benz in any of those bonds, by the way. There was no Mercedes-Benz without number plate. But the only people that almost had it told us, we can get it for you, but it will come in 3 weeks. But it will cost 65. Remember, our maximum budget as at that moment in my head was 20 million. So I put my person aside. It's time for me to give you real talk. I give real talk when we do pre-purchase inspection. Of course, yes, send the budget is ogura mwe motoka tozina kwa account. Ochitegeera boba tozina kwa account ebigambo biba bitono. That's how we were made as human beings. Omuntu wajanga ina kasente nga kasinga gwe kolina mu cash. Ebigambo biba bitono. Dabwe nadde nyo yane sagala munyizo manyo mugaga wamkwata mpola. So I told him, you know what? You gave me your money to guide you. Now this is the guidance I'm going to give you. This is normally I do this for all my people. So I told him, this is the guidance I'm going to give you. It does not make sense to buy a Mercedes-Benz because they brought us a UBA. I don't know why I didn't take a picture of that UBA. No. Was it a UBM as well? I don't even remember the number plate of the Mercedes-Benz. But they brought us the very Mercedes-Benz, or I think a UBA, UBM, I don't remember. And they were selling it, for 42 million. Now, it so happened that when we went to Nakawa like this, before they brought Mercedes-Benz, we saw the crown that I posted. It was a UBM. And I told this guy, from my experience, if you leave this crown and go with the Mercedes-Benz, so, before they brought the Mercedes-Benz, they gave us the key of the crown. We looked at it. People, Temulo wasn't Mercedes-Benz is luxury if you have not sat in a crown. No wonder most ambassadors these days, they don't drive Mercedes-Benz. Bavuga crown. I've seen like 3 crowns that have a US embassy number plate. I've seen 2 crowns that have one of those European embassies, probably the Norwegian embassy or Danish embassy. They are driving crowns. You people, you have not seen luxury until you have seen seated in a luxurious Toyota car. You get what I'm saying? So, but I'm only imagining that if the crown had that much luxury, what kind of luxury is in the Lexus? Good evening, Ayman. So, I'm going to read these comments. So, they bring us the Mercedes-Benz after we have seen the crown. Now, the crown, this Pakistani said he's selling the crown at 35 million. The UBM. I call all the people I know in the bonds around Nakawa, and all of them, some model, they were selling 37. So this guy was still a better offer. But remember, my person told me the maximum budget was 20 million. So I told him, you know what? So, the 20 and but by then at that moment they brought the Mercedes-Benz. People, don't Mercedes-Benz crown. Don't even talk about Mercedes-Benz where the Toyota crown is. People, Mercedes-Benz has a brand, but Toyota crown is class. I'm going to do a review of that car, I think, sometime next week. But anybody that tells you Mercedes-Benz is luxurious, more luxurious than a crown, tamanyi motoka. I'm telling you. Aba tamanyi bya motoka oba abanga bali abana bebagamba nti no omutoja amanyi enkuba gye ekola ki. People, tewabanga wo omuntu akusiriwaza n'akugamba nti Mercedes-Benz okujja konga the Mercedes Benz is an SUV and the Crown is a sedan definitely, then I don't know. But there is no Mercedes Benz in the sedan category that is as luxurious as the Toyota Crown of the same model. Forget about these issues of I'm driving a Mercedes Benz. You strip the Mercedes Benz of the logo, or Jitekawo, or the Crown, strip it of the logo, put them there, and trust me, anybody that knows what luxury means will take a Crown. You guys, so they brought up the Mercedes Benz. This gentleman had sat in the Crown. It has controls, is a radio, is a SM abega. You people. The Benz is actually this gentleman, I'll tell you what. This gentleman, Yazemo Kataringa Yagara Mercedes Benz. For him, Mercedes Benz is the pure luxury at that time before he bought the Crown. But when he sat in the Crown, bought the Crown and drove the Crown to when he was going home, I gave him my mechanic, drove him home. Because I take Crown tenyuma na kunyumanga wevu gebisere mukati bavuze muvuge. So my mechanic drove him and he gave this comment. He said, Mercedes Benz motoka ya chipaka sinyo. That's a comment that did not come out of me. That comment came out of a person that came to buy a Mercedes Benz and bought a Crown. As he was driving the Crown, he said, Mercedes Benz motoka ya chipaka sinyo. That wasn't my... For the people that don't know Uganda, Mercedes Benz motoka ya chipaka si means Mercedes Benz is a car for peasants. Compared to the Crown, definitely. You can't compare Mercedes Benz to the Corolla, definitely. You get? So, he had sat in the Crown. Then they brought the Mercedes Benz C200 2008 model. 42. The Mercedes Benz was at 42 million. The Crown was at 35 million. So when they brought So when they brought the Mercedes Benz, I told the guy, you know what? You have seen the Crown. Now go sit in the Mercedes Benz. People. Omuntu yazenga ayagala kugula Mercedes Benz obwongo ndabula byenga buswitchinga zwizwe. Ngatacha ayagala Benz motoka ya chipakasi. He switched there and then. And I will tell you one thing. One, look at the interior of the Crown. Look at the Mercedes Benz of the same model, of the same year. A sedan. People. And if you take the Mercedes Benz of you get what I'm saying? So God made the water. God made the water. Anyway, so after he compared the luxury in the Mercedes Benz and the luxury in the Crown, the way these cars looked. If you have not seen the Crown, go to the channel, go to the community tabs after this broadcast, and look at the post where I posted this Toyota Crown. You will see it. It's pure luxury. So and then after he sat in the Mercedes Benz, he went back to the Crown, went back to the Mercedes Benz. I think he was just trying to make sure Arthur is not making him make a mistake. He kept asking me, Arthur, what you kaka Benz? And I told him, now we bidako. First of all, the budget is way lower than what they are selling in Mercedes Benz to you. And also, I'll tell you one thing. This Crown had almost a full tank of fuel. This Pakistani had bought his own car. New tires, 3/4 of a full tank. In the post, I put half tank because when we drove that very car to go to the bank to pick money. But this Pakistani, he kept the car running for like 2 hours when this gentleman was in the bank. The Pakistani kept the engine running for 2 hours. Ngata demo SC. So nali yako kumafuta gafe. But it was 3/4 of a tank. New people. So anyway, and then this gentleman said, Arthur, but you remember my maximum budget was 20, and I told him I made a few calls, and there was a UBF Crown, but an older model that they told me 24. And in all honesty, for me to buy a UBF, that's about 8 number plates and about almost 6 years of difference. For me to buy a UBF at 24 million, when I can buy a UBM at 30 million, because we negotiated up to 30 million. So before, when he was telling me the maximum budget, we had negotiated with the Pakistanis up to 33, and they even walked away. You get it? So I told him logically, if really the budget is the issue, let's go and buy the UBF. Maybe we can negotiate them up to 22. You get. But if the budget might not be an issue, or if you can take and you pay them installments, the UBM is a much better car. And in all honesty, UBM is better. So he said, you know what, I can stretch up to 25. We talked to the Pakistanis. They were non-responsive. So I told him, you know what, if you have 25, let's just go negotiate with the UBF. We buy 22, you keep some money to do repairs here and there. And he said, you know what, Arthur, let's go talk to the Pakistanis. They're not Indians, basically. So we went to the office.